Oh, okay, we on. Man, I wanted to go ahead and have a discussion, because in one of my videos within the comments section, right, someone was asking about, was asking if the other Z fighters should obtain God key, right? I agreed with them. Now, before we get to that, let's go ahead and talk about Super Saiyan God real quick. Goku became a Super Saiyan God, right? And that was Super Saiyan God Red. That was the red one. Now, Vegeta became a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. That's the blue one, right? I'm going to give you my theory on that. I believe that Super Saiyan God Blue is actually the regular Super Saiyan God. I think the red Super Saiyan God is actually like it's I think it's a cheat, like a hack. Remember, in order to go to Super Saiyan God Blue, you had to learn key control in order to gain God Key. I think God Key can be trained, meaning if you train in key control, you can eventually take your key control up to God level. That's what I'm thinking. It makes sense based off what we heard from a episode of what's it of episode of Super, right? So when Goku had the whole ritual where he turned Super Saiyan God, I think that's a hack. I think that one maybe somebody who's a Super Saiyan at one point figured out some type of hack. I think that maybe the Super Saiyan may have had a god within, a god. One of the Saiyans was a previous god or some. I don't know exactly, 100%. But I'm thinking that one of them, after figuring out about this god thing, figured out a hack. Get five of them together, then put all their key into one, right? And I'm guessing that maybe a few of the Saiyans have at least some key control where when they put in order to put their key into somebody, they had to focus. So all of them controlling their key and putting it into one, I think was a hack. It was five people that was it five or six? I think it was like five of them. We're gonna say five. No, no, yeah, it was six. It was five plus the one that was turning into Super Saiyan God, which was Goku, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, no, no. It was five. Y'all know how many it was. With all of them focusing their key, that was enough to boost the regular Saiyan to God form. I did Goku never knew God key or anything. I think that was some type of hack that just pushed you to that level. But if you can learn key control and gain an understanding of how to use your key, and I think Vegeta mentioned that you have to hold your key in and not let it leak out. I'm not exactly sure exactly what that means, but it's really he's saying you got to learn how to control your key. Once you control your key, you go God, you can go Super Saiyan. You go Super Saiyan Blue. I'm thinking that's the regular Super Saiyan God. That's without the hack. That's when you learn how to control your key. You go God form, and you combine that with Super Saiyan. You get Super Saiyan God Blue. Goku never went to Super Saiyan God form since he went Super Saiyan Blue. I'm thinking that was just a hack. He wasn't really in control of his key. They just boosted him up. It was just like a temporary boost. That's why I don't believe that. I mean, that's why I think he never used it again after that. Whereas Vegeta never used it at all. So I'm thinking that red one is just a hack. I don't think we're really gonna see that anymore. I think that was just a hack. I think the blue is the regular Super Saiyan guy. Now, with that being stated, where they figured out how to control their key inside that weird training room, which I already made a prediction that room is actually the same room that they train in Super Saiyan God is their base form now. Well, they learn God Ki. Remember, his hair turned red when he turned Super Saiyan God. So I'm thinking once you learn how to use God Ki, your hair doesn't turn red because it's not a hack anymore. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, what you call him? Beerus said that being that Goku was in Super Saiyan God form, you know, Super Saiyans are like roaches. After they experience something, they can easily more pick it up. So after being in Super Saiyan God form, he learned how to use God Ki, or he was learning how to use God Ki at the time. Like his body started getting used to God Ki, and that's why that's how he got a boost. But what was I going to say? Oh, I thought the hyperbolic time chamber, that little room that they train in, and the room that we put Goku and Goku and Vegeta in, are in the same room. Remember when Vegeta and them trained in that room, and it starts looking weird as fuck. The further you go out, they said the harder it is to train, right? And you get stronger. Probably because the further you go out, the more key control you need in order to be able to move. The same way it happened with Whis. It would make perfect sense. Now, to answer the question, people saying Black Goku is Goten because Black Goku looked younger than Black Goku is Goten. He wouldn't be that old. He would be younger. He would be about the same age as Trunks. Black Goku doesn't look the same age as Trunks. Okay, Black Goku look younger than our Goku. Maybe. Okay, but I still feel Black Goku is other take on Baby. He might be. But yeah, what I was getting back to mean, if you don't catch up on Hunter x Hunter, you've let us all down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to the Hunter x Hunter. Okay, you're missing the hype and views. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. The original question was, should the other characters get God Ki? Yes. Why not? It's not like they can go Super Saiyan anyway. You get what I'm saying? The Saiyans will still be on top. If the other characters learn God Ki, they'll still be on top. So I'm thinking that, hey, if they can go to the hyperbolic time chamber and keep going further and further out until they get a basic form of God Ki after training, gradually getting closer and closer. I think they should be able to obtain some God Ki. Why not? You get what I'm saying? Because the Saiyans are still going to be on top. But what's going to happen to the other Z fighters from now on? All we're going to see is Vegeta, Goku, and Trunks. What about Oob? So we're going to have Oob come in and he just be useless? I think they all should be able to develop the God Ki. Not only that, back in Dragon Ball Z, when the Saiyans first got their super duper power-ups to the point where every other character started becoming irrelevant, most of the characters except for Piccolo started becoming irrelevant. Even then, they got a boost. Remember, Goku trained with King Kai. He got a real big boost. Then Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, and who else? At least those three. They trained with King Kai and was able to push themselves past Goku's level. Not Goku's level then, but Goku's level from before. So they were able to catch up and become viable fighters later on, at least for a split second here and there within the cell. I mean, not the Cell Saga, the Android Saga. So why can't we have that again? So the Saiyans are on top. The regular characters, not everybody. I'm talking about Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, Oob. All those people can learn God Ki, and they can at least fight to a certain extent. They won't be on Super Saiyan level because they'll just have God Ki. They wouldn't be Super Saiyan gods. They'll just have God Ki, and they'll be able to fight, I guess, lower level villains from that point. I don't see the point. I don't see the reason why not. Everybody trained up and got up to training with King Kai. Why can't they train up and get to training with at least, I don't know if they can make it to Whis level, not just yet, but at least train up and get to a higher level and learn to ki control. From what we heard, Vegeta said controlling your ki is the key to obtaining God power. So I don't see why the other characters can't do it, especially Piccolo. And Piccolo, he'll be even better because he'll be a Namekian, a super Namek god. You get what I'm saying? So a super Namek god, super Namek. I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. At least they'll be able to fight. They won't just be sitting on the sideline and we'll only have 3 characters. It's not like they're gonna catch up. And if it's just ki control, then somebody else should be able to learn it. A human should be able to learn it. Okay, you're missing the hype in view. Okay, Dragon Ball Super is an ongoing anime, or will they take a break? I think it's ongoing. Okay, put theory or speculation in the title. Why? Okay, only Piccolo, Krillin, Oob, I agree. Only Piccolo, Krillin, and Oob. I'm not saying only them, but at least them. Just those 3. At least give us those 3. Krillin is Goku's best friend. He's been a fighter since the very beginning. Died plenty of times fighting on the front line. Then they brought him again. Remember they brought him back when he was fighting Frieza's boys, and he realized, damn, I can still fight, and that I need to get better. Why not have him there? At least he won't be the best fighter, but he'll still be there. Piccolo, definitely. He's the only Namek that we got in the squad. You get what I'm saying? He was one of the strongest. He's one of the smartest. He did transform. He fused with Nell. So why not give him God power? And then he'll at least be able to keep up. He fought against Frost Boy, and he fought against Frost and could have won. They need to level him up so at least he can face off against some of these guys. And when they get to the next tournament, let's have some of the other Z fighters in there other than Vegeta and Goku. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, so Oob, definitely. Piccolo, definitely. Krillin, definitely. Majin Buu, no. Majin Buu, I don't think he has to learn God Ki because he's like a secondary character at this point. He just comes in here and there. Okay, I agree. They need to bring back the old school fighters and stop showing us just Goku and Vegeta. Right. Goten and Trunks, they're Saiyans. They're gonna learn Super Saiyan God at some point in time anyway. Okay, I say no. You don't need a good ki to compete with Goku and Vegeta. You don't need God Ki. Well, I know you don't need God Ki, but we talking about Piccolo, Krillin, and Oob. These people probably need God Ki. Hit didn't need God Ki, but hey, Krillin, Piccolo, and Oob probably need God Ki. Okay, you PS4 got some good games coming. PS4 got some good games coming. Don't waste your money on Xbox. Already got a PS4. Okay. Oh, I get what you're saying. They need Vegeta to go Super Saiyan Vegeta, to go Super Vegeta in God mode, or give him back his tail or something to be on par with Goku Kaio God mode. They could give him his tail back. Remember, Vegeta knows how to control his Great Ape form. So with that being stated, he can go ahead and go Super Saiyan within the Great Ape form. Go Super Saiyan God Ape. That would be freaking awesome. Super Saiyan God Blue Ape. Super Saiyan God Blue Great Ape. Okay, flip you for bashing J-pop, you racist. How am I racist for saying I can't understand their language? Okay, give it to Tien. Yeah, Tien. I also said that. I also said Tien. Yeah, so those 4 people, I think could get God Ki, but that's about it. No, only them. Fuck the rest, and that's assuming the other Saiyans first. Okay, I just realized that all this time they had the Dragon Balls. Why they never wished back Vegeta's planet? Okay, neither Hit or Golden Frieza had God Ki. And they were stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. So that's, remember, Frieza said he never trained before, which means that all he had powers on par, not on par, but close to being on par with a Super Saiyan without training before ever in his life. So he's an exception. Hit also is 1,000 years old. He's been training since day one, and he has somewhat of a Zenkai. Remember, he's somewhat like a Saiyan. As he fights, he gets better and better. Remember, we already know that. So he has something that pushes him up to that level. So does Frieza. Frieza is a natural born fighter. Okay, this nigga asked, well, okay, yada yada yada. Okay, to be honest, what the hell does God Ki really boost? Just your power level, and you can sense other gods. I can't understand it when there's subtitles and English cover the ignorance. You can't understand it when. What are you talking about? Just because it's subtitles don't mean you're gonna know every goddamn thing. Not gonna be everything. I got the basics of it. Like I heard what they said. I know what they were saying, but they're kind of ambiguous sometimes. They don't explain everything in great detail all the time. Yet you like anime music. No, I never said I like anime music. Anime music. When did you ever hear me say that? I don't. There's only a few anime songs I actually like, and most of them got English in it. Well, all of the ones I like have English in it. Okay, no. It was one that I liked that didn't have no, it had English in it, but it was only a little bit. Okay, Piccolo needs God mode boost though. Okay, Kaba is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in his base. Is he? He's somewhere around that level. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Peace.